This week on Talk of the Town, we feature new items at the Grille Restaurant. With the weather getting cold, it's the perfect time to heat up with some of their delicious comfort food and enjoy it in their patio next to the fireplace. Don't forget to fit in your Halloween fun as the season wraps up and check out sports highlights. Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today. This week's Business Spotlight is bound to make you hungry. The Grille Restaurant has something for everyone and is a great place to dine no matter the occasion. In this episode, we'll feature some of their best items and let you know what's new.
I'm Carla Munns. Chad and I bought into the Grille back in December of 2002 as 50-50 silent partners. That didn't work out so well. 2008 we bought it outright. 2009 we started running it because it was being leased before, and quickly learned that the bowling wasn't making money. Chad said we needed to add more food, and so we started looking to adding more food in 2009. Found out we had enough space here to make a restaurant without really adding on, and reorganized our space and opened up in 2012, October of 2012, so 12 years ago. And the community's been a great support, and we've tried to add things as we could, and here we are.
I'm Jennifer McNally, and I started working here almost 10 years ago in April of 2014. And I started as a line cook, and now I am the back of the house manager. When I first started working here, the menu was smaller, and I think every year Carla and Chad have gradually added something to the menu, and it's turned out to be a success that way. Everything they've added, the customers love.
Our employees have created some of the things too. They have, not everything's come from Chad and I. Of course, we're always searching for things as we're traveling around, but out and about. But one of our best sellers is a chicken dipper, and it's our, as I looked the other day, it was our 5th best-selling sandwich. I think a lot of it that's made it come better is our customers. The community has supported us really, really well, and our customers come in and say, "Oh, I like this," or "Let's make this," and you know, and so we've listened to our customers as well as our employees that have given us different ideas to grow the menu and to make things better. So,
if you've been into the Grille recently, you'll notice a lot more items and varieties being added. Carla and Jennifer share their favorites from the new menu and help you decide what's for dinner.
Mine is the catfish.
oh yes, definitely the catfish.
Yes.
I've loved the catfish. We come across it and we thought, we've got to add this. And I know my crew thought I was crazy. They did.
We did.
And they tasted it and they liked it, and we got the recipe down, and then one of our employees actually come up with, he goes, "I've got a sauce that would be perfect with this." And so we use that recipe for our sauce. So it's always everybody adding into it.
Yes.
But the catfish is one of my favorites. I probably eat it more than anybody. Our mozzarella sticks is probably our biggest, it is our biggest seller. We sell a lot of those. And we hand cut those, and I really don't remember how it started, but it did.
Yeah.
And our people come together and we figured it out, and always improving on them. And so now, actually, with this last menu item, we did them in servings of 3 and 6, so that maybe a couple could just share a 3 instead of having to buy a bigger one.
Our daily soups are made fresh, homemade daily here, and they're very popular.
They're real popular. They're also very hearty. They're a meal itself. If you just want a bowl of soup, you'll go away full. You know, they're thick and they hold their shape. That should tell you a little bit. They're not just broth.
When dining at the Grille, there's plenty of tasty options. We dive into the new menu, taking a look at the appetizers, soups, salads, entrees, and much more.
On our entrees, comfort food was really important to us, to go ahead with general comfort food. Chicken fried steak, or country fried steak is what we call it. is our best seller in our entrees. We sell a lot of those. We home make those. In fact, I just saw a stack of them, 50 or 60 of them this morning that they finished. And they'll be sold this week. Prime rib on Fridays and Saturdays. That became a real popular thing to do, and we have a terrific prime rib that we sell.
And we smoke our prime rib. Most of our menu items, we've prided ourselves on in-house smoked meats and items. Even our meatloaf is smoked.
Yeah.
In-house and homemade.
So on the prime rib also, actually, we found out we were having a lot of leftover, and so that's where the prime rib sandwich came in, and the prime rib tacos. And now...
And a prime rib burger.
And a prime rib burger. And so the menu items just seem to kind of generate themselves because of need. And we actually smoke prime rib just to cut it up for those items. We no longer have leftover prime rib.
Yeah, we have to
smoke more all the time because they're so popular. Pinsa crust. We come across that at a food show, and at first I said, I need this crust. And the guy says, well, I'm demonstrating cheese. And I go, well, I want the crust. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't find it anywhere. Well, a year later, everybody has it now. It's became a real popular crust. We first did it as our garlic nuggets to replace our garlic nuggets with the from the flatbread to the pinsa crust. It's a little bit bigger serving. And then we also do a pinsa pizza with it. And the pizza is really good. It's a perfect size pizza for 2 people, and maybe get a side salad. The rice bowls, I don't know exactly how they came about, but they did. We just saw a need.
We had everything here.
Everything was here.
To put it together. So we built a delicious teriyaki bowl.
And so it was a combination of all of us together, putting it all together, you know. And so I think once we found the sauce, we didn't have a sauce, and once we found a really good sauce, then we come up with it. The fettuccine and the rice bowls and everything, we have added all of the meats, whether you want steak or salmon or shrimp or chicken or meatless. Yes. We have quite a few that just want it meatless. So chicken fettuccine we've had for a long time. The tetrazzini was added a couple years ago, and it's a very popular one. I really like it with the different vegetables, the mushrooms and peppers that are in with the pasta sauce.
We did away with the flatbread, so now all of our pastas come with garlic Texas toast, and I think our customers are enjoying that.
With all of these great meals comes plenty of sides to choose from.
They're always getting mad at me. Oh no, another side. And I says, well, I think we need to have this brisket chili, which we brought on as a chili, and wasn't selling enough of it. It has a bite to it. It's so good though. We just put it in as a side, and it's a terrific side. And so the sides come up for all reasons, but a new side we just barely added was a mac and cheese. And it's used with the base of our Alfredo is our base for it. And so we've come up with a good recipe for that. So I think the recipes just come out of need and just different ideas everybody has. We all collaborate to come up with something.
After a great meal, top it off with a dessert. The grill has you covered with plenty of tasty options and new pie varieties.
Our carrot cake is our best seller, and it's been homemade from the very beginning, and it's a nice, heavy, large size serving, a carrot cake. The oatmeal coconut pecan pie actually is one of our best selling pies, and then we added apple crisp this last year. We just saw a need to have something with some fruit in it, and come up with a recipe. There again, it's just all of us collaborating together for an apple crisp that gets cooked freshly while the customer waits. And we have been trying some different pies. We want people to come and just enjoy, come here for dessert. You know, come and have a piece of pie, see what's on. So on our front board that we have, we've been listing what fresh pies we may have, and we have different cream pies that we've been working with and trying and rotating through. So come have some dessert. Then of course we have the Far's ice cream usually have 6 or 7 different flavors.
With fall in the air, we asked what the perfect comfort food would be to warm up. You can even enjoy it in the patio next to the fire pits.
I would say an open hot turkey sandwich with mashed potatoes and our turkey gravy.
We do mashed potatoes every morning, every afternoon, so they're fresh. And I guess to me, mashed potatoes are just comfort food.
Yes.
We've actually added a fried chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy. Very, very popular. We also have a pork tenderloin that you can have with mashed potatoes and gravy. I guess mashed potatoes and gravy to me is comfort food.
Yes.
So I don't know, for dinners I would probably recommend one of those, as long, along with our country fried steak. And then our meatloaf is homemade in-house. She's mentioned that. And that was something my husband didn't think was a great idea many, many years ago, and finally talked him into it, and we added that, and it's in our top 10% of sales. We start early in the morning with prep at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and they work from 3 to 8 or 10 o'clock, depending on what the needs are. Our cook staff starts coming in around 6, 7 o'clock to get ready for the day. We're open until 9 and 10 at night, so all together with the bowling crew we have, because we own the bowling center, we have anywhere from 50 to 60 employees, and have anywhere from 8 to 15 people here at a time working. There's some days we don't know anybody in here, and it's just people traveling, and then there's some days you just know everybody. There's so many people, and there's this group and there's that group, and you walk around, and like I said, the community has supported us really, really well, and we love seeing everybody come.
We do have some customers that come in by themselves, and they're here every day.
Every day.
They come for a meal every day.
And they come for the visit. They become friends with the staff, and we're glad we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a place they can come and relax. We've added the patio on. People love to go sit out there. It's just a place to come and meet up with groups. We have people that meet here halfway from Idaho and Salt Lake with friends and family, and they come and I think we can just offer a relaxing atmosphere where people can reconnect and enjoy their relationships with others.
And many of our customers come and enjoy the food so much that they use us for their caters, for their special events too.
And we just find out what their needs are, what they're looking at. Our most popular things that go out, of course, is the pulled pork, and with small sandwiches. We do small half-size sandwiches as well as large ones. We have several pasta salads that we do. Our chicken bacon ranch is our most popular pasta salad that we send out. We have an Italian pasta as well as a basic pasta salad. But yeah, we'll just make it yours. Make it your meal. Figure out what you like. I encourage people to do that. On the other side, especially during the holiday season, but it does happen year-round, we have a lot of companies and families that come in, and this is what they do for Christmas. They come to the bowling center and they bowl and they buy a meal, whatever they want, and it's a great family activity. We'll close for large groups of 40 or more, and it will just be them for those couple of hours.
She's very involved in the fair annually too.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, we enjoy going to the fair. We have a booth there. We started out as advertising, and we just love going back every year and reconnecting with all the people in the food industry over there that we have gotten to know over the years. And then we've also had the opportunity to do the hospitality tent for the rodeo, and that's been a lot of fun.
Don't forget to enjoy a game of bowling with the family and order up some delicious food while you're at it. There are group rates and leagues to join.
This past year we added new scoring as well as new lanes, and which has been great. Others had worn out. And we have leagues on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but those don't start until 6 o'clock. They need to oil, so we've been opening up at 3 o'clock from 3 to 5 to the public each day. And then on Fridays, where school's out earlier now, we're opening up at 1 o'clock. And then it's public bowling all day Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday morning, we actually have a youth league that goes from 9 to 12, and then from 12 to 10 it's public bowling. If you have a large group, we have a group rate which gives you 2 games of bowling, and shoe rental, which is $9, which regular price on that I think is close to $12. So you can do that if you have a large group of 10 or more. Regular pricing on the bowling right now I think is $4.25 a game and $3 for shoe rental. We're just trying to have something for everybody, all ages, whether they're 2 years old or 102.
For this month's mayor message, we're going to recap some of the good stuff that's been going on and some of the things that you guys have accomplished.
Absolutely. There has been a lot going on. I'd like to, as we think back on the year and everything that was accomplished, I'm a little bit surprised at just how much we were able to do this year. One of the things that has been on the agenda for many years was the refurbishing 1000 North up by Radio Hill. We were able to get that started earlier this year, and I'm pleased to announce that the project is complete. It was just dangerous. It was a narrow road, a lot of kids going up and down the road on their bicycles, and a lot of people walking, and it was really, the road was wore out. We widened the road, put in a sidewalk wide enough that people can walk or kids can bicycle up and down the road. Certainly, we got rid of the potholes, clearly, what we were able to do there. The secondary water project is coming along very well. Several phases now that have been completed. The one on Tremont Street going down south, that one's completed now. Not all of the city has secondary water yet. There's still some pockets that don't have it. But all of the new development, anything new that is going in, the secondary dry pipe is being installed at the developer's expense. For the existing homes, we were able to get grants that would help with some of that. Some of it we had to bond for, but most of the secondary system on Old Town Tremont, the existing part of Tremont, most of that has been installed by now. And so as a result of that, of switching over to secondary water, that enhanced our ability to our culinary water. And so we're not in any sort of a danger zone as far as secondary or culinary water goes. In fact, we're doing really, really well. People need to opt on. One caution I have is that if they don't, or they refuse to opt on to the secondary water and switch over, they will be charged a higher rate. So that's our incentive for them to switch over. So I just want to caution people that they do that. That if the secondary water is available to them, that they all they have to do is call the city, and we'll come out and we'll hook them up, and so that they won't be charged those higher fees for their culinary water. Main Street is also we're moving along there. I want to give a shout out to our steering committee. They've done an excellent job of working through the process of how do we refurbish downtown and make it something better. Not that it isn't a good thing, and not that we don't have good merchants on Main Street. We do. But we also, those merchants have a hard time, maybe the trees are blocking an anticipated nice signage or fixing their storefronts up or things like that. There's things that we can do to make our downtown better. We put out a survey, and we tried to get as many people to participate in that survey as possible. Of the 4,000-ish households that we have in our community, we've hopefully had about maybe 700 responses. So that's pretty good. That'll give us a pretty good cross-section of what people are thinking and what they would like to see happen. And we're going to sort of have some preliminary information available to us at our next steering committee meeting, and those people will be able to see kind of the feeling of the city, you know, what do we want to do as a city, how do we want to make our city better.
And when can we anticipate some of the construction start happening?
None of this is going to happen without the city council approval. But what we'll have is the steering committee will sort of come with a recommendation to the city council, and they'll present all of this information, the information from the grant, from the survey, some of the things they've found out, and some of their ideas. And they'll present this to the city council, and then if the city council approves the go ahead, then what we'll do is we'll turn it over to our engineers, and they will go to work and they'll put together all the information, so we know how much pipe we're going to need, how much power we're going to need, how many light poles, what it's going to cost to replace the sidewalk. All of those things will be sort of put together by the engineers. And then this is my hope, is that come spring, we'll be able to go, early spring or late winter, we'll be able to go to the, put it out to bid to contractors, and then go to work. Now, whether or not we have enough to do the whole thing all at once, I don't know. We may do it in phases, but that'll be okay, because we're going to be going in the right direction and getting things done.
This is a UDOT project, but it does affect a portion of Tremont. Tell us a little bit about the construction that's taking place at the crossroads and how that will help enhance those roadways.
We had a meeting with UDOT here a week or 10 days ago, and they were showing how many cars come into Tremont, and how many cars are over there at the crossroads, and it's a lot. You know, there's 5,000 or 6,000 cars a day that interact over there at the crossroads, and about that many cars that are coming into Tremont on Main Street. So you'd be surprised how many cars go up and down Main Street. So the plan is to have UDOT is coming in, and they're going to put in a stop light, and so people will be able to hopefully help with the flow of traffic and keep it moving a little bit better than the current way, the four-way stop that you know, you have, sometimes we'll have cars backed up, you know, half a mile.
Then there's some fun, like, holiday and seasonal things coming up for the city. What are some of those things that we can look forward to?
So we have coming up, the closest one right now will be Trick or Treat on Main Street. That will be on October 25th, starting at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 o'clock, and it's a great tradition. The Chamber of Commerce sponsors this, along with the merchants, many of the merchants in town, and they have, there's hundreds, maybe thousands of kids. We've done it a couple of 2 or 3 years now, and Kathy and I, and we just bring bags of candy, and it just disappears. So it's a great experience. It's fun. The adults dress up. We dress up. Kids dress up, and we just have a good time. It's just a fun time to get together and interact with each other. Sometimes we sometimes we get stuck into our own lives and everything. If we can come out and interact with each other at events like this, I think it's good for the whole community.
Thanksgiving's maybe not as much, but you have things to help raise money and food for the food pantry. There's the turkey trot. Tell us a little bit about some of the Thanksgiving things.
If we collect food items and donate them to the food pantry, this is a time of year when families are struggling. Some of them are struggling. It's no secret that rents are high, housing costs are high. You know, it's just expensive. It's hard to raise a family in these times, and our food pantry is one of those things that we can, that we have in our community that really helps a lot of families. Some families they're not on the edge, but things are tight, and they can come in and they can pick up the goods they need. What they need for Thanksgiving and all of those kinds of things. So people are very generous to help out with that.
And then just tell us a little bit about Christmas in Tremont and why that's such a magical time and some of the stuff that is available.
Yeah. So, Christmas is a magical time, and we hope that we can keep that. We have Santa Claus coming. We have an opportunity for the kids to come and be together with with Santa Claus, and to be able to give their wishes and what they hope, what they hope to get for Christmas and those kinds of things. Those are the fun things that make our community a community, and we're just excited as heck that we can do that.
How can people stay more informed? How can people know when these decisions are being made? Because things are happening all the time in City Council.
Certainly you can come to our City Council meetings anytime. We love to have people come and be there with us. If you cannot make it to the City Council meetings, you can always go. We record all of our City Council meetings, and so you can go on, go to our website, tremontcity.org, and you bring up our website. You can go down there and you can see where the City Council meetings are, and you can watch them if you choose. That's one way to see what's going on. This is another way. So just tuning into Bear River Live and listening to, as we talk about some of the things that are going on in our city. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have about what's going on in our city. But pay attention, sometimes we're just all busy, and sometimes we get busy with our own families and our own lives and our own jobs. And all of these things are going on with or without you. We have to, the city has to run, and we've got a city to run. And so we have to meet at our City Council meetings, and we make decisions, and these decisions a lot of times affect all of us. Sometimes I think that rumor mill runs kind of rampant sometimes, and if you really want the information, maybe just get a hold of one of the council members, or myself, or just call into the city offices.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, there's so many ways for people to get educated themselves. You can attend the City Council meetings. If you can't, they're recorded. You can look at the agendas. You can call the city offices. And there's just a plethora of employees who have the knowledge and expertise. Call them, email them, but do so in a good manner and ask the questions you need and get the information that you need. Don't forget about Governor Cox coming to town to rename Highway 102 to the Borgstrom Brothers Memorial Highway. Following the event, you can trick-or-treat on Main Street, thanks to the Box Elder Chamber of Commerce and local businesses. For the full story on the renaming and the Borgstrom Brothers, check out last week's Talk of the Town episode, number 67, Maze and Memorial, on Bear River Live's YouTube channel. There's still plenty of time to enjoy the spooky season. Be sure to take a stroll through a pumpkin patch and get messy carving or painting that prized pumpkin. Drive or stomp through the leaves and get lost in a corn maze. If you're brave enough, find spooky decor through the neighborhood. Bear River High School's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Pizza Plus. Congrats to these athletes for their efforts on and off the field.
In here with Birch as well. Birch will get the handoff, and Bear River all over that one. Man in motion. Farmer going there for the first time this evening and going to big number 6, but it's picked off here by Bear River. Cash Avery down the sideline. Look at push out of bounds. Here now 3rd and 8 for Bear River. Tire gets it out quicker and immediately tackled, but a catch. Pistol look, 2 wide outs up top. The bottom. They go to the air and another pick off. A Newport steal. This time Ty Jones takes it to the sideline. And he's going to leave everybody else behind. And the first score tonight is going to be for Bear River. Then the defense.
Bear River makes some adjustments on that kind of play.
Birch nowhere to go this time. He's wrapped up. Long here for Bear River to start the second quarter is Hess. Bounces this one outside. Gets a lot of that back, Joe. Good run. Good one to the left, hand off to Vili again, and this time, down Rice. Stevens in motion. Passing wide open. Cash Avery changes directions, goes back over to the middle. Or Riley all the way to the bottom of your screen. Gonna go look right. Eli Breger for the touchdown. Caught from behind. 28. And picked up here by Bear River. No more time. Brecken Haynes will turn it into 6 points as the quarter ends. Yes, from about the 7-yard line. Oh, what a move.
Spot through the rest of this second half.
Barons again with a huge hold on here on the outside. Good blocking in front. Another Friendly Scoop first down. Just shy of the 40 though. Related to Barons. 3 wideouts. But we go to the bottom. Eli Breger with another completion. Fighting him off. Throws him to the ground. Stays on his feet. And he
Time for all of his hard work, but looks like the Bears will run it and get it right here.
through the middle and does just what Barber empty in the backfield. Stone pressing them down. They're going to say incomplete. That'll be a turnover on.
Set up the screen here.
A lot of space to run. Good block again here by Breger down the line. Brandon Barons, one guy to beat, cuts it back inside. And Bear River. I line him up in the backfield, just hand him the ball off. There's Ty Jones. 2 back. Here comes Ty Jones, bouncing this one to the outside. A good block here by Eli Breger again on that far side with a good block. The rain
here. We're a couple degrees from snow as we sit right now. Going to the trick play.
And Cash Avery wide open in the end zone.
Second, really long. Great job by them.
Favaro with another interception. Gunnar Christensen taking this one back.
Out for Jackson Tire.
Yes, able to break 2 tacklers into the secondary. Breaks another one to the pylon, and there's a touchdown here for Bear River. Middle Utah and through the middle, another sack here for Bear River.
They will snap it.
And they'll pass. Going deep, and there's a catch. Bear River not done yet. There's another touchdown.
Hey Coach, lovely weather we're having, but a great way to end the season. What do you have to say about this game?
Yeah, boys played great, and we took advantage of their mistakes, which was our game plan all along. So I'm glad season right, and now we're looking to playoffs. So we're looking at a good first round matchup, and hopefully we can do our job next week as well.
Okay, and is there any outstanding players that you have for us tonight?
I think everybody chipped in. Obviously, Ty Jones and Dixie and Brecken picking up that blocked punt or field goal, and even Garrett Stone was back today, and he made a huge impact, and so I was proud that he can get back and get to playing again too. And obviously our offensive line played great as well. So
we went from the beginning of the season having a lot of turnovers and stuff to this this game, we caused a lot of turnovers. We had a lot of interceptions. We had a lot of turnovers. What do you have to say about the growth of our team this year?
Really proud of them. Really proud of them for continuing to battle, and obviously got tough there in the middle of the season. And kudos to our team for really sticking to the plan and sticking to what the coaches were telling them and continuing to get better. And that's what they did. So.
Tune in next week for more Talk of the Town.